Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. I'm your host, Ellen, and today we will have 100 questions on classic hits from the 50s all the way to the 80s. Here are our Quiz Class awards. Let us know how you ranked in the comments at the end. And our categories for today: award winners, true or false, the 50s, 60s, 70s, and lastly, the 80s. And let's begin with our award winners. What is the name of the 1952 Academy Award-winning song by Nat King Cole? If I Didn't Care, Mona Lisa, or Rock Around the Clock? Mona Lisa. That should be Mona Lisa. Who released the 1954 Academy Award winner Three Coins in the Fountain? Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, or John Travolta? Frank Sinatra. What song by Frank Sinatra received the Academy Award for Best Song in 1958? All the Way, Fly Me to the Moon, or My Way? All the Way. Which song by Doris Day received the Academy Award for Best Song in 1954? Dream a Little Dream of Me, Secret Love, or Whatever Will Be, Will Be? Secret Love. Where is the 1961 Academy Awards Best Song winner, Moon River, from? Breakfast at Tiffany's, Easy Rider, or Lawrence of Arabia? Breakfast at Tiffany's. Which song in the movie Days of Wine and Roses did Henry Mancini receive an Academy Award for? Days of Wine and Roses, Get in the Tub Part 1, or I Want to Come Home? Days of Wine and Roses. The Shadow of Your Smile, written by Johnny Mandel, was from what film? In the Heart of the Night, Mary Poppins, or The Sandpiper? The Sandpiper. What song, with music by John Barry and lyrics by Don Black, received the Academy Award for the Best Song of 1966 that shared its title with the movie? A Fistful of Dollars, Born Free, or Sound of Music? Born Free. What is the name of the 1971 Academy Award winner for Best Song that became a popular ballad at weddings and romantic occasions? For All We Know, I Love You So, or What's Love Got to Do? For All We Know. What song from the film The Way We Were by Barbra Streisand received the 1974 Academy Award for Best Song? In the Mood, Look What I've Got, or The Way We Were? The Way We Were. What song by the Bee Gees received the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in 1978? Don't Forget to Remember, Saturday Night Fever, or Stayin' Alive? Saturday Night Fever. What song by Debbie Boone received the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in 1977? California, Keep the Flame Burning, or You Light Up My Life? You Light Up My Life. What song by Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes from the film An Officer and a Gentleman received the Academy Award for Best Song in 1982? Arthur's Theme, Sweet Adoration, or Up Where We Belong? Up Where We Belong. Which haunting song by the Police received the Grammy Award for Song of the Year in 1984 and became one of the most popular songs of all time? Every Breath You Take, I Just Called to Say I Love You, or Say You, Say Me? Every Breath You Take. What song by Tina Turner received the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in 1985? Better Be Good to Me, The Best, or What's Love Got to Do with It? What's Love Got to Do with It? And let's move over to true or false for question 16. The first #1 success for Elvis Presley was Heartbreak Hotel. This is true. Liverpool is where the Beatles were founded in England. This is true. Brian Wilson was principally responsible for writing Surfin' USA by the Beach Boys. False. It was written by Chuck Berry and Brian Wilson. The first female group to reach the top of the Billboard Hot 100 was the Supremes. This is true. The first song Madonna released was Like a Virgin. This is false. It was Everybody. The Rolling Stones became their I Can't Get No Satisfaction became their first US #1 smash. False. It was 19th Nervous Breakdown. The original plan called for Queen to release Bohemian Rhapsody as a single. False. In fact, many advised against it. The disco era of the 1970s was the Bee Gees' most successful period. This is true. The album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars was released by David Bowie during the 1960s. False. It was released in 1972. Jim Morrison was the Doors' first lead singer. This is true. Dolly Parton recorded the original version of Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. This is true. Worldwide Dancing Queen by ABBA peaked at #1. This is true. The United States is where the punk rock movement got its start. False. The United Kingdom was where it got its start. In the 1980s, Prince released the album Purple Rain. That is true. The New Wave music movement was linked to the band Duran Duran. This is also true. And we are moving to the 1950s for question 31. Who performed the original rendition of the popular hit Hound Dog? Big Mama Thornton, Elvis Presley, or Little Richard? Elvis Presley. Which song is frequently cited as the origin of rock and roll music? Maybelline, Rocket 88, or That'll Be the Day? Rocket 88. Which of these musicians is most frequently linked to the word bebop? Henry Mancini, Frank Sinatra, or Charlie Parker? Charlie Parker. Cry Me a River was a smash song for which legendary artist? Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, or Julie London? Julie London. Which record label did Elvis Presley start out with? Sun Records, RCA Victor, or Columbia Records? Sun Records. Which of the following was Frank Sinatra's hallmark song? Fly Me to the Moon, I've Got You Under My Skin, or My Way? Fly Me to the Moon. Who among the following wrote the lyrics of the song White Christmas? Bing Crosby, Irving Berlin, or Mel Torme? Bing Crosby. Which of these musicians is regarded as a rhythm and blues pioneer? Perry Como, Fats Domino, or Tony Bennett? Fats Domino. Which well-known New York City music venue hosted a number of illustrious jazz performers? The Apollo Theater, the Cotton Club, or Woodstock? The Cotton Club. For Little Richard, which of his songs was a huge hit? Heartbreak Hotel, Maybelline, or Tutti Frutti? Tutti Frutti. Who performed lead for The Platters? Buck Ram, Herb Reed, or Tony Williams? Herb Reed. Which group among these is well known for their doo-wop sound? The Penguins, the Everly Brothers, or Frank Sinatra? The Penguins. The Broadway musical West Side Story has music composed by who? Irving Berlin, Leonard Bernstein or Stephen Sondheim? Leonard Bernstein. Which song was one of Johnny Cash's biggest hits? I Walk the Line, Summertime, or That'll Be the Day? I Walk the Line. Who is often regarded as the queen of rock and roll? Ella Fitzgerald, Laverne Baker, or Patsy Cline? Laverne Baker. And we are moving over to the 1960s. Which group put out the classic Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album? The Rolling Stones, the Beatles, or the Beach Boys? The Beatles. Who famously performed the soulful song Respect? Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, or Tina Turner? Aretha Franklin. Which band is frequently given credit for creating psychedelic rock? The Jimi Hendrix Experience, the Doors, or the Beatles? The Doors. The theme song of the television hit The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was composed by who among the following? Burt Bacharach, John Barry, or Henry Mancini? Henry Mancini. We are in question 50. Which musical group is connected to the British invasion? The Beach Boys, the Monkees, or the Rolling Stones? The Rolling Stones. Who did the famous song Diamonds and Rust sing? Or who sang Diamonds and Rust? Carole King, Joni Mitchell, or Neil Young? Joni Mitchell. Which group had a number of successes, including Ain't No Mountain High Enough and My Girl? The Temptations, the Supremes, or the Four Tops? The Temptations. To whom is the Godfather of Soul attributed? James Brown, Otis Redding, or Sam Cooke? James Brown. Which song was adopted as the counterculture movement's anthem? Sweet Caroline, Hey Jude, or Blowin' in the Wind? Blowin' in the Wind. Who was the Mama and Papa's lead singer? Michelle Phillips, John Phillips, or Cass Elliot? Michelle Phillips. Which band is well known for their light shows and psychedelic rock? The Grateful Dead, the Moody Blues, or Pink Floyd? Pink Floyd. Who wrote the music for the motion picture Goldfinger? John Barry, Jerry Goldsmith, or Elmer Bernstein? John Barry. Which singer-songwriter was responsible for successes like American Pie and Fire and Rain? Carole King, Elton John, or James Taylor? James Taylor. Who is frequently referred to as the Queen of Soul? Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick, or Gladys Knight? Aretha Franklin. Which group's Good Vibrations became an enormous hit? The Pet Shop Boys, the Beach Boys, or the Monkees? The Beach Boys. And let's move over to the 1970s. Which group put out the Dark Side of the Moon album? Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, or the Rolling Stones? Pink Floyd. Who performed the hit disco song Stayin' Alive? The Bee Gees, Donna Summer, or Chic? The Bee Gees. Which musician had a run of successful singles including Your Song and Rocket Man? Harry Nilsson, Billy Joel, or Elton John? Elton John. Which discotheque was featured in the movie Saturday Night Fever? Library 88, Studio 54, or Veranda 01? Studio 54. The beautiful ballad, What Becomes of the Broken-Hearted, was sung by whom? Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson, or Stevie Wonder? Stevie Wonder. Which of these bands is considered to be part of the progressive rock genre? Yes, The Who, or The Kinks? Yes. The disco hit Last Dance was sung by who? Chic, Donna Summer, or Gloria Gaynor? That should be Donna Summer. Which singer-songwriter's album Tapestry was a breakthrough for them? Bonnie Tyler, Carole King, or Laura Nyro? Carole King. What was the name of the 1973 music event that brought together a number of legendary rock and blues performers? The Isle of Wight Festival, the Reading Festival, or the Woodstock Festival? The Isle of Wight Festival. Who performed the iconic disco song Good Times? Chic, the Bee Gees, or the Commodores? Chic. Which group is well known for their Whole Lotta Love and other heavy metal tunes? Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, or Metallica? Led Zeppelin. Who did the soulful Let's Get It On ballad? Elvis Presley, Stevie Wonder, or Marvin Gaye? So, who sung Let's Get It On? Marvin Gaye. Who performed the hit disco song I Will Survive? Gloria Gaynor, Grace Jones, or the Commodores? Gloria Gaynor. And let's take a breather before question 74. Which group is well known for their concept albums and progressive rock? Genesis, Jefferson Airplane, or Yes? Genesis. Who among the following performed the feel-good song Ain't No Mountain High Enough? Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, or Jimmy Cliff? Diana Ross. And we get to the 1980s. Which group put out the Thriller album? Duran Duran, Michael Jackson, or The Police? Michael Jackson, not a group, a soloist. Michael Jackson. The power ballad I Will Always Love You was sung by who? Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, or Whitney Houston? Whitney Houston. Which band is considered a part of the New Wave movement? AC/DC, Bon Jovi, or Depeche Mode? Depeche Mode. Which famous MTV program sparked the careers of numerous musicians? The Video Music Awards, Total Request Live, or MTV Unplugged? The Video Music Awards. Who performed the hit song Like a Virgin? Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, or Janet Jackson? Madonna. Which group is most recognized for their hair metal style? Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, or Motley Crue? Motley Crue. The introspective ballad When Doves Cry was sung by who? Lionel Richie, Prince, or Stevie Wonder? Prince. Which band is considered to be part of the synth pop scene? Duran Duran, Jefferson Airplane, or AC/DC? Duran Duran. Which dance trend made popular by Rick Astley? So it was the Macarena, the Electric Slide, or the Never Gonna Give You Up song? Never Gonna Give You Up. The power ballad Open Arms was sung by who? Foreigner, Journey, or Bonnie Tyler? Journey. Which band gained popularity with its grunge style of sound? Bon Jovi, Metallica, or Nirvana? Nirvana. Who performed the hit song Material Girl? Cyndi Lauper, Janet Jackson, or Madonna? Madonna. Which band is considered a part of the emerging new romantic genre? Spandau Ballet, The Smiths, or U2? Spandau Ballet. The pop hit Sweet Child O' Mine was sung by who? Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, or Aerosmith? Guns N' Roses. Which group is well known for its reggae-influenced music? U2, UB40, or The Who? UB40. And let's move over to our mystery round for our last songs, our last questions. Which of the following was Ella Fitzgerald's Hallmark song? Crimea River, Fever, or Summertime? Summertime. Who founded the record label Sun Records? Sam Phillips, Johnny Cash, or Elvis Presley? Sam Phillips. Which of these musicians is considered a part of the country music scene? Frank Sinatra, Hank Williams, or Nat King Cole? Hank Williams. Who among the following performed the original rendition of Fever? Elvis Presley, Little Richard, or Peggy Lee? Peggy Lee. Which song is frequently cited as a classic for Christmas? White Christmas, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, or Jingle Bell Rock? White Christmas. Who performed the well-known song Yesterday? George Harrison, John Lennon, or Paul McCartney? Paul McCartney. Which band is linked to the Summer of Love and the psychedelic rock movement? Jefferson Airplane, The Animals, or the Rolling Stones? Jefferson Airplane. Who wrote the theme music for the Dr. No James Bond movie? Burt Bacharach, John Barry, or Quincy Jones? John Barry. Which singer-songwriter is well known for her love and lost theme songs and folk rock sound? Carly Simon, Joni Mitchell, or Laura Nyro? Joni Mitchell. Which musical group is linked to the reggae genre? Bob Marley and the Wailers, Jimmy Cliff, or The Police? Bob Marley and the Wailers. And our bonus question, John Lennon wrote the original lyrics of the Beatles song Hey Jude for his son. True or false? Let us know the answer in the comments and how well you did with our Quiz Class Einstein rewards. And as always, thanks for playing this quiz. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.